Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Semien. We're going for Shemot Is Not. We have to convert all of Egypt to our Jewish religion. And in order to be able to do so, we have to take it from Mr. O, which we're trying to do right now. So far, the war is going quite well, because Mr. O seems to be busy over in Europe in that League war. And we had free reign so far of their land. However, they don't seem to have taken much of a beating, if any, at all in the League war. Sure, manpower reserves went down a bit, but fielded troops went up, so yeah. It's a scary little situation. Okay, free innovativeness, I'll take it. Chased off the Tunisians here from our land. This is kind of good. You're not taking this back? Oh, you're not in the League war. That's funny. And bad. But funny nonetheless. So I was hoping that the Tunisians, now that just chased them off of Alexandria, would go and take back the Bavarian occupied land over here. But they're not. Because they're not in the same war. The reason that it's Bavarian occupied, of course, is that Bavaria is the leader of the League War, or of the Catholic League, and therefore the League War. And therefore the Spaniards, or the Castilians that took this land, were not interested in it, just flipped it over to the war leader. Not that the war leader is likely to take it, but that is of no consequence. Alright, we took down Davasir as well, so you guys can go back to make me cash money in the Gulf of Aden, hopefully. And unless I feel like going to Yemen, which I kinda don't. Do I want to land on Yemen? Do a naval landing into 3,000 soldiers? I mean, I could do that. What don't we do for war? These guys might be coming back here to Alexandria, but that doesn't matter. They don't have enough troops to do any harm to Alexandria's walls here. You don't get to burn my library this time. You, Solomon, you have a siege pip, so why don't you go and start taking out Dujebak here, which, if I'm not mistaken, yep, is a Highlands fort. And therefore, interesting defensive position if we were able to grab it. Now what I'm doing here is very risky. I'm running into Terra Incognita. We might just get to the point where there's suddenly an Ottoman army in Terra Incognita. And, you know, they might have desires on our lives. Either way. Also, I should probably not be doing this with my siege sack, should I? No, you guys should be doing... I'm gonna leave a guy here. Bit of a sacrifice, I suppose. And I'm gonna send the big siege sack onto the fort. Because they have the cannons and the double siege pip, I think. Right? Yeah. So they should be able to take those walls quite quickly. And I'm going to use single stack scouts to walk into no man's land. Or Terra Incognita, I suppose. So we don't lose quite as much when we get surprised by a huge Ottoman army. Wait, you're getting tradition. Attrition here? No, you're not. It's a lie. Excellent. Local development cost reduction in the Mascarinis. Don't know what a Mascarini is? Don't care. That's probably some island. It might be where Tuvalu is. Or something. Aragon. It's quite the march there, Aragon. I like it. Also don't mind that you... I mean, they're not really playing Cannery for us because we wouldn't see that they're dying. But if we could, that would be very nice to have them around to just let me know about things going maybe not the way that we would like. I don't know what I have to think about Aragon coming back here. That might be a negative sign. Maybe they are playing Cannery after all. Right, I believe there's Wasteland here and there's a fort on the other side of it, right? If I'm not mistaken, like somewhere around here. Probably this one. Oh no! My holy war causes Bailey against Larakia. Against whom? Exactly. I think that's the fort. So we want to take as many forts as we can here, not only to... well, to have land that we can somewhat secure, but also because forts are where the war score is. Yeah, this has to be the fort. So let's move the siege deck there. You go west to that peaceful life. Yep, there's Trebizond. I could have and should have known that it's Trebizond, of course. Just the name eluded me for a moment. As I said, I think at the start of the war, I have no designs past Anatolia. So once we reach Anatolia, if and when we get full control of Anatolia, I'll be content with that and consider a peace deal. Now, there's no rush in going for an immediate peace deal then, unless we actually have enemies threatening us. As long as we're giving free reign like this, I don't... oops. I think I just screwed up my exploration there. I don't think we have much reason to peace out, as long as things are going like this. But if we have control of all of Anatolia and the Ottoman army actually shows up, then yeah, I'm all in for not continuing the war. This is exactly not what I wanted. I wanted this. What? Is it just lying to me? I hope it's just lying to me. Yeah, okay. I did things correctly, it just looked wrong. I was looking to split the... well, split one unit off the stack, but keep the general on the 3 stack. And I did that. But the way it was displayed, it looked like it was the opposite. So it just looked like Constantinople was being besieged? No. No, it's not. Alright, you guys. Do a good old naval landing. Could have built some marines. I've never built marines. Since they were added to the game. I could lose 10 legitimacy, which is acceptable. Can probably even click the button. Yeah, we can click the button. So I think this is just preposterous. I don't care about the reformer. It's preposterous. Click the button. There. Reformers. Now... Ottoman mobilization is still in full charge? Progress? What am I trying to say here? They're mobilizing a lot. It's scary. Do I go for full price and rest reduction guy here? To keep the admin flowing? We actually have a lot of admin right now, but we have a tech we can take for not a lot of... I think I want the... Yeah, let's go with wand here. And keep going with the scouting. This is, I think, a fort. One of these is Isel, which is a fort. We did succeed in our naval landing. We didn't quite bring enough troops. Well, we brought 3, which is enough for a siege, but we lost some in the naval landing for some unknown reason. It's crazy that they just decide to die like that when they go for a swim. Let's just have you be there as well. And then once our sieging troops recover a bit, we should be fine. Yeah, I want to spare no expensive. Oh yeah, expensive? Expenses. I think I start another siege. I'm splitting myself up quite a bit here, which opens me up for Ottoman reprisal. But yeah, losing one more Casa Belli over there, it's fine. I think making use of our current advantageous position is very important here. Dargos Trebizond, excellent. So let's go and grab... Actually, I think Ankara. It's a more strategic position than Sinop. Partially because it's a Highlands fort, partially because it's actually blocking my way. Oh, 6.6 is not enough for Sinop. Oh, the Ottomans are sitting on one of those +1 tags, aren't they? Okay. Let's go and remove these folks from here and then send one of them to Sinop. So they have some idea or something that gives them +1 siege defense, essentially. Whatever it's called. This thing here. Regiments needed from conscripted garrisons. So they just have bigger garrisons, essentially. And therefore more folks are needed to siege down the same level fort. I should be going east, shouldn't I? At least scout-wise. Not that we've taken the fort in Trebizond. Not a lot of reasons not to. Unless we're afraid. Surely we're not afraid. I'm not afraid of an Ottoman army showing up. No siree. 205,000 men. That's a lot of men. That's a lot of nuts. Let's do that and that and that or something. Keep on scouting. Siege boys. Take Sinop. I was capped on admin. I guess I am taking this tech, aren't I? Because... well, our institution spread is going to take forever, the way we've been doing this. It did spread to Atfe. Atfe? Atfe. But, before we get anywhere relevant... well, once we take Cairo, it's actually going to help a lot. That's 26 development with the institution already there. It's going to be very helpful. Do I want to core Polynesia? It's hardly irrelevant one way or the other. So let's say yes. Just because I have the admin right now to do so. And I think I'm going to take the tech. That's actually why we checked, right? It does give me a bit more money. It'll be fine. Even ahead of time a bit, so we get that corruption reduction bonus. And what's the other bonus we get from it? Production efficiency or something? From being ahead of time? Yeah. Might lose a bit of land over here to the Castilian. But I guess that's a risk I'm willing to take. I mean, ideally the Castilian is walking ahead further. And doing a bit of Ottoman deterrence or interference for us. Alright, took down you, so let's have you transported back home. Tunis still doesn't know how to get into Alexandria. I think they got thrown out by our subject once. And not really recovering from that, are they? Now we get to an interesting point. I guess I sent you to Isel for now, with your sieging. So there might be a fort over here somewhere. I don't know if there's a regular. Well, it feels like there might be. I don't think this is a fort. I forgot what it's called. K something? Yeah, Kokeli. Oh, it is a fort. It is a fort. Then that is your new job. Take Kokeli, take the strait. If we have control of the strait here, that means Anatolia is our oyster. Whatever that means. But it's a good thing, clearly. Oh, there's no Ottoman around here. They haven't extended much on this side of the Black Sea. That's not even Crimea. Who is this? Like Georgia? Something? No. Oh. I think the Ottomans showed up. Hello. Good day, sir. Wow, that cost us 3 war score. Lost 5k dudes. That's crazy. How about a peace deal, Mr. OA? I want Cairo. Honestly, I want all of Egypt. You're probably not going to give me all of Egypt. How do I see my chances here? Actually, not too shabby if we get these met up. Assuming there are not more Ottomans around, which is always an incorrect assumption. Yup. Shouldn't have said it. Gosh darn it. Okay. We're gonna lose a bunch of folks here and then we're gonna make peace. I think. That seems a lot better than taking the huge losses from these battles. I mean, we're taking the huge losses from these battles because if we were to peace out now, it would be, oh, we have ongoing battles, yada yada. But, yeah, that's 5 war score? I mean, it's 11,000 folks we lost. Just for free there. That's a lot. Well, let's not lose more. We're gonna lose more, aren't we? Let's threaten this, maybe? What I want is not to have a battle here anymore so we can peace out. I should have peaced out a minute ago. But I didn't. That's so much war score from tiny stacks. It makes me very sad. That makes me... I was greedy. I was a greedy idiot. And I said it. And I got punished hard for it. Not only did I lose my troops, we also lost out on a lot of land we can take. I don't think there's a way I milk this into better results now, is there? I don't think there is. I should have just peaced out, I didn't, and now I have to suck it up. There we go. It is just what it is. So we're gonna take Cairo, we're gonna cut them off here, I think that makes sense. I think this is the cutoff to Egypt, isn't it? Or do we have to go to Kudus? Achievements. What's it called again? Shemot Is Not. No, don't have to go. Well, we essentially have to go to Kudus. We don't have to take Gaza, but we do have to take Sinai here. Anything else? No. It's a very sad peace deal. But again, I don't think we have any chance to do it differently now. We just lost, what was it, like 20,000 troops for free? We know that there's another 100,000 where these came from. And we have, what, 40? Yeah, no. There's no way. Okay, let's take the peace deal, cut our losses. It'll have to be okay. Give me a click of money, at least. Man, the greed being punished. Who knew? Who knew? But yeah, this is happening. We're doing this. 3, 2, 1. Go. Go. We won a war against Missouri. That's good. We took some land of them, which is good. And we didn't lose too much. I mean, yeah, we lost like 20,000 dudes there. But if we had any real fighting, we would have lost more, probably. So it's not the end of the world. But it's very sad. Could have taken like 2 more provinces. If I hadn't been so greedy. Claim that. Start spying on Missouri, I suppose. We have a short peace deal now. And I think we've learned that we're not quite ready to actually take on Missouri. The speed at which they crushed us there, I mean, yes, they caught us out of place and all that, but it was impressively scary. Speaking of impressively scary, where do we colonize now? I'm tempted to go like here, or here maybe, to Benguela. Needs a decent stack of troops to defend it. I'm just gonna hope that 3 is enough, because I can't carry more at once with my boats. I'm just interested in helping with our circumnavigation and, I mean, maybe some further expansion in Africa. Which would be nice. So, we went down to how many troops now? 55. What do we start with? Like 70 something? I do hope. We have a lot of money though. So we can probably go. No, that's fine. It's already part of my realm. We can probably go and rearm quite a bit. And the next time this happens... Oh, they pieced out the other war. That explains why they were suddenly coming back, didn't it? So the League War is already over? Huh. I wonder how that ended. Don't think I can find out. Wouldn't know how. Interesting. Revanchism. What a mechanic. What a mechanic. Now, okay. We have money we need to invest. Is there anything... I mean, I want troops. But if there's anything I can invest in that makes me a lot of money, that would be nice too. The Najran manufactory seems very worth it. Let's build that one. Semien one isn't bad either. Let's build that one too. And then our next load of money, I think, goes into troops. We have some time here now to fight Mr. O, right? We have a truce until... Well, let's look at us, because... 76, yeah. We have 8 years to rebuild. Mamluks declared war on Tunis. I said rebuild, but do we maybe want to go and eat up Mr. M in the meanwhile? We have the admin. We have troops sitting around being bored. Mr. M declared their own war just now. And they're not going to bring in anybody relevant. Yeah, I think we just go immediately in Holy War. Well, I say immediately. When I do say immediately, I mean very soon. Once we have these folks surrounded. Keep that going. And yeah, Anissa is gonna be a little B. Because we have no troops there to stop them for a moment, but that'll be fine. You don't need military access Tunis, come on. Target Ramazan, it's all fine. Let's go and beat up the M's for good. You don't need military access Tunis. What would you want that for? Is this just a capital fort? It is. So we don't need more than our 5 cannons. That's all fine. Good. Then there's the Anissa thing. Oh, there's also a lot of Mamluk around there. I forgot about you. Alright. Grab a guy. Let's grab this guy. And get over to Mamluki Arabia. Nicely enough, they got us military access through Mr. O. You can never have too much money. I mean, kind of true, isn't it? What kind of troops am I looking to build? Guess I'm looking for something pretty heavy. Such as a, I don't know, 2010? One time cost 500 ducats. And it's a lot of ducats. 13 ducats. 13 ducats in maintenance. I mean, it's 30,000 troops. It makes sense. Let's build one of these template name units here. And there's certainly an argument to be made for being a bit more measured and not arming that heavily before we go to actually fight Mr. O. Because we don't need it for these folks. But I do kind of like the idea of being done and having this stuff around. Speaking of being done, thank you, Gurga. Guess I sent you over there as well. Yeah, I wanted to send everybody. That's gonna somewhat, I want to say sweeten. It's gonna make the peace deal with the Ottomans slightly less sour. In that we wouldn't have been able to take tons of land from the Mamluks here if we had taken a ton of land from Mr. O. So thanks to the former peace deal being a bit measured, we're now in a spot where we can take more land from Mr. M. I suppose that's a nice thing. Hey, don't take Najran. I'm just trying to build a mini factory there. I'm trying to build something here, dude. Come on. Half price theologian. Skill 2. Half-price skill 2 theologian would cost a lot less than the full price level 3 I'm running right now. I forget how much promoting folks is. A decent chunk of money. Even a half-price guy, probably. I think I'll swap though. Swap to the half-price Caleb. And then a promotion would cost us 137 ducats, which we might consider doing. Ottomans is preparing to attack Austria in a war of aggression. Okay. I mean, that says to me that the Protestant side probably won the war. But I don't know if that's true. It just means it feels like Austria is weak, right? Because why else would they be getting attacked by Mr. O there? And the reason Austria might be weak could be that they lost the League War. That's my whole thinking there. Get here to Cairo. Mingen is fine. Don't need to bother with it. And grab me more stuff. Pop. Oh. Pop. Good old stack wipes. Get me Najran back. Let's not claim on boss. Okay. Another place we already own. Yes, conquest against Austria. Austria, Bohemia, Salzburg, Castile again, Portugal. Okay. Please have a lot of problems in that war, Mr. O. Be stuck there for a long while, so I can then go and attack you again. You'll still be busy. That would be great. If you could do that for me, that would be great. All essentially done. I think once our Cairo core comes in, we might actually be able to do this. Probably not quite. Probably not quite. Not the map mode I was looking for. But actually Shakira here is pretty good at spread. So I think Egypt will do for our institution needs in the future. I am being besieged? Don't think so. Take Al-Arid, take Zufra. Of course, take Qatar. And then I don't think we can go for Toggart or the Rasids. Is that the people we're fighting? Or Ramazan? No, but we don't need to. We already have 99% war score. Could just look at a peace deal here. Let's say we want the whole shebang. I'm not going to get the whole shebang. Since we're not going to get the whole shebang, we should have a look at what we can get and what our overextension says. We are already at 40%. We're going to take a long while to get rid of the Ottoman overextension. So I don't think we're going to go over 60% here. Or over 59%, I suppose. What about centers of trade? There are none. So we don't care much. We care about like any of these places in particular. I mean, I suppose there are gems in Qatar, so That might be a reason to grab that one. But generally all this land is kind of similar. Trade node wise, it's actually essentially irrelevant. We might want the Alexandria node stuff, but the rest doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm gonna make the way to Qatar here. Or am I? It didn't take a flav. It wouldn't. Gave up on that desert there and to Qatar like this. Alright, but we said we don't want to take over 60% overextension. What about cores? Oh, this is highlighting. This has been the game forever, right? Look at this highlighting Hijazi cores. Love it. What I'm looking for is a potential releasable nation here. They could then feed a lot of land to. Because maybe they have a lot of cores and thereby avoid the overextension problem. Because are we going to wait here for 2 years? No. No, we're not. 1.5 years. Just take some squatty land. No, we're just going to come back. Just try and make a peace deal that is below 60% overextension. One more. %58.4%. To go with our double check, 40.8%. That's less than 100. That's what we're looking for. Could vassalize the rest of Mr. M. I could technically just vassalize all of Mr. M. Really? No, no, no. This is somebody else. This is Anissa. Right, we could vassalize. I mean, like, how is that possible? No, it's not possible. But I could vassalize Anissa for no extra overextension. But they don't have cores, so don't really care. I'd rather have the war reps. And might as well generate some prestige? Question mark. No, can't really. Cash money. There. Check the aggressive expansion. It does put Mr. O on the list. Squarely. So it does mean we need to declare when we come up with a truce. But we want to do that anyway, I think. Scary as it is. I'm just going to do this. Screw it. Fire. It does make us into an empire, which is nice. Considerable benefits indeed. Oh. Cultural union of Cushitic would be quite nice. And there might be more. I could intervene in that great power war. On the Ottoman side? No? Listen, that's not even remotely what I'm looking for here. Wait, why are you there? I thought I sent you to Cairo. Oh well, let's have these folks meet in some place. guess he's gonna meet in Yanbu right now, and I'm gonna split them up later. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, comment section. There you go. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.